Well, so when the most moving cinematic experience, and still when people ask me, "Oh, what's your favorite film?" That's people always say, "What are your top 5 films?" And that's a very, very hard thing to I mean, I do, and they always invariably come back to La Strada, 1955. I first saw it at the Playhouse or one of the art houses, probably the Playhouse or the Charles. And I guess it was in 1962, around then, 62. And it was right when everything was changing, because in 63, everything changed. They shot Kennedy. Jean Cocteau died. Edith Piaf died. Anyway, 1962, there was so much. Well, everything was beginning to people were beginning to. The civil rights movement was taking root. People that the actual human feelings were beginning to well up, to cause things like the poverty, the march. Well, in 1963, I was there in front of the Lincoln Memorial on that August morning, and I listened to Dr. King have his dream. And so that's the type of tumultuous emotional wave that was rolling then. And La Strada, it was so real and so depressing, and it hurt. And it was the first time I'd ever really been that kind of physically affected by a film that I couldn't. It was like a traffic accident. I couldn't take my eyes off it, and I wanted to hide my eyes from it. When he kills the fool, and she realizes it, and that veil comes over her eyes and over her character. And it gets thicker and thicker until finally we have Anthony Quinn looking for her 10 years later, wandering down that beach. And every single time I see that, and I've seen La Strada maybe 50 times, probably. But there's other films I've seen more times, but that one I've seen probably about 50 times, because there are some films that you have to be careful with. They're delicate, and you can't watch them too much. But you know what I mean. They have to be administered like a medicine. And La Strada is one of them, and so is Nights of Cabiria. And that's when I realized, and that's when Fellini became my god. And then by the time Giulietta came out, I was tripping with everybody, and we were all tripping to the light fantastic of Fellini's incredible world. He just gave us, he gave us this incredible world to step into if we had the wherewithal to do it. And if you were a cinephile, you had the wherewithal to do it.